Welcome back. This is lesson 4.2 journal. We are doing ratios and rates. I will be able to correctly identify the differences between a ratio, a rate, and a unit rate. I will also be able to use unit rates to create ratio tables. Okay, so vocabulary for this lesson. Ratio we talked about was comparing two units by division. We're going to add to our vocabulary page, so make sure you have page 62 available. We're going to discuss what a rate is, a unit rate, a ratio table, and equivalent ratios. So a rate is a special kind of ratio, comparing quantities in different units that are related by a situation. So examples of that would be like miles per hour. See how we're comparing miles, which is one unit, to another unit, or dollars per hour. Now we're dealing with money and hours. We're not comparing the same kind of things together. Okay, a unit rate is a special rate that compares the relationship between the quantity of the first unit to exactly one. I want you to make this a nice big bold 1. To exactly 1 of the second unit. Keywords are per. When you see that, that means for 1. For 1. Let's add for each. Okay, those are keys that you are looking for a unit rate. Now, equivalent ratios are ratios that are equal, let's see. I think this should say that are equal maybe scribble out the R. Ratios that equal the same when simplified. Okay, they are equal to each other. So examples, let's say you have 1/2 another one that could be an equivalent ratio, 1:2. We could have 2 of these for 4 of these, or 3 of these for 6 of those. All of those are equivalent ratios. Okay, a ratio table is a table that helps organize sets of related ratios. Sets of related equivalent ratios is what I should have said. All right, so let's see how we can apply this. So, there are 12 boys, 14 girls, and 2 teachers in the classroom. What is the ratio of girls to boys? So we have 14 girls to how many boys? 12 boys, okay? Total people to boys. There are 12 girls plus 14, that would be 26, plus 2 more would be 28. So 28 to boys, 12 boys. Teachers to students, there were 2 students. And there were 26 students. Or 2 teachers, 26 students. What would be the ratio? What would the ratio of 14 to 26 represent? Where would I get 14 from? That was the girls. So that would represent girls, because that's listed first, to 26. So to total students. All right, rates. A ratio can be made by comparing any 2 related quantities. A rate is a special ratio when comparing 2 quantities that are related to each other. Comparing 2 quantities that are related to each other and have different units. So here's a situation that would relate these together. It takes 20 minutes to fill a 40-gallon tub. So gallons to minutes, we have 40 gallons to 20 minutes. Okay, if we write that this way, we could write 40 gallons to 20 minutes. But see, I'm comparing gallons with minutes, which are different units of measurement. I'm not just comparing marbles to marbles or apples to apples. 40 gallons, colon, 20 minutes. Okay, dollars to hours. For 8 hours of work, Sasha earns $96. So comparing $96 to the number of hours she worked, that's how they are related to each other. I'm not just throwing 2 random numbers together. I could write that with the word 2 in there. So $96 to 8 hours, or $96 colon 8 hours. Okay, Sean's car used 14 gallons of gasoline to travel 448 miles. So miles to gallons, 448 miles compared to 14 gallons of gas. They're related because that's how much gas it took to go that far. We can write that 448 miles with the word 2 in there, 14 gallons, or we can write it with a colon. 448 miles to 14 gallons. Now, a unit rate is an even more particular kind of rate that has one of the quantities equal to 1 unit. So, some key words: per unit, for each unit, for 1. So here it says, Mickey's Diner sells hamburgers for $4 each. Complete the table and write the unit rate. So 1 hamburger would cost $4. So if we were to buy 2 hamburgers for the same price, that means we would spend $8. We are now creating equivalent ratios. 1 to 4 is equivalent to 2 to 8. If we buy 3 hamburgers at Mickey's Diner, it's going to cost $12. 4 hamburgers, it's going to cost $16. But my unit rate is $4, there's 1 unit, per 1 hamburger. So how much for one of the second unit? Ellie's Boutique sells earrings for $7 each. Complete the table below and write the unit rate. One pair of earrings is going to cost $7. Two would cost us $14. 3 pairs of earrings would cost $21. 4 would cost $28. For one. So $7, there's one unit, for one pair of earrings. It takes 8 lemons to make 1 cup of lemon juice. Complete the table below and write the unit rate. 1 cup of lemon juice takes 8 lemons. 2 would take 16. So to get 3, I'm going to need 24 lemons. To get 4 cups of juice, I'm going to need 32 lemons. But the unit rate is it's going to take 8 lemons, there's my 1 unit, for 1 cup of lemon juice. Okay, up here it says, what pattern do you see with each unit rate and the numbers found at the bottom of each table? So what are you noticing? And I can times it by however many of the second unit. So what pattern do we see? The bottom number are multiples of the unit rate. Okay, rate yourself on this concept. Are you a 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4? Take a picture and put it in your thing on Google Classroom.